May not work just right, but beside that, we don't know who Santa. He has lots of helpers, and I haven't been in contact with he, and I don't know whether Mrs. Claus is going to let him get away from the North Pole on time for Saturday or not, but I think he'll be here.
Well, he better be here. We're counting on him,
We're
right?
going to be in trouble, Phyllis, that's for sure.
We're back on Pine Street Live here a few minutes before the 15th annual Rolla Christmas Parade is scheduled to begin. And we have some of Santa's elves of all shapes and sizes here joining us this morning to talk a little bit about Christmas and what their plans are for Christmas. And I'm going to start out with this young gentleman here who's prepared. He has a brown bag with him. And who are you?
Jared.
Jared, why do you have a brown bag?
Because I'm put my candy in it.
Oh, you're prepared today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Jared. And who are you?
Justin.
Justin. And Justin, why did you come today? Oh, we're just going to be cute and not say anything, huh? Thanks, Justin. This young gentleman?
Robert.
Hi, Robert. What do you think of Christmas parades?
I don't know.
Tough question, I know. I think I know what I can ask you. What do you want for Christmas?
A-team racetrack.
An A-team racetrack. Why didn't I guess? Thanks, Robert. This young gentleman has a very interesting thing that he can do with his hat. First of all, find out who he is.
Jason.
Okay, Jason, you're on. Show me your hat. Jason, what is that? Okay, that's how I think, too. What do you want for Christmas?
It's hard to say.
Hard to say. I understand the feeling. Okay, and this young gentleman with the freckles, who are you?
Sean Hedge.
Hi, Sean. What do you want for Christmas?
I don't know.
All right. How about you? Who are you?
Jason.
Jason. And what do you want, Jason?
I want a football and a helmet.
Football and a helmet. Sound like two good things. And you, young lady?
Mary.
Mary, what would you like for Christmas?
Cabbage Patch.
What was that?
Cabbage Patch.
A Cabbage Patch doll. You know they're kind of tough to find, right? Okay. You know that, right? Okay. Now, you young ladies back here, real quickly. I'm going to put the microphone out here, and you're going to tell me what you want for Christmas, okay? Let's go.
Bike.
VCR.
Atari.
Boy, you really have trust in Santa, don't you? Thank you for joining us. Now, I understand you have a message you'd like to give our viewers, right? And we rehearsed this, right? So we're going to get this right, right? Okay, I'm going to count to 3, and then you give the message. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, what a lovely thought. Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll be coming back for the beginning of the Rolla Christmas Parade right after this commercial break.
Of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright.
Hi, we're back here on Pine Street just a few minutes before the parade is supposed to begin. We hope you have your cup of coffee or hot chocolate set by your easy chair because we hear some bands starting. They're down the street here from us, which means, of course, the parade is about to begin. Emmy Lou Brandt, Lana Leitner-Jones joining me here this morning. They're all bundled up, ready to enjoy the parade with me and you from your easy chair. We will have a lot of floats in this year's parade. There are several bands bands joining us. Of course, a band competition going on, along with a float competition. There are 3 judges who are going to be in the library of the University of Missouri-Rolla campus judging the floats. They include Rolla Municipal Judge Joanne Mayberry, Phelps County Presiding Judge Bud McCall, and Rolla Treasurer Larry May. They will be giving the floats first, second, and third prizes. Those special trophies will be presented to the winning entries during the December 19th Chamber of Commerce luncheon. Lana and Emmy, you are set to go. You've been set to go for about half an hour now. What do you think of the crowd that's out here today with us?
It's growing very quickly. It's a good crowd, Charlotte. It really is. And there are people still coming downtown. Now, I think people still have time to get downtown for the parade.
For sure. I don't think that we don't hear too much noise yet. We hear, I guess, a band practicing ready for the parade to begin. But as Emmy said, there's some room along the sidewalks, although it looks pretty crowded. And I was talking to some of the kids earlier. Some of them are just ready for this parade, brown bag in hand, for all that candy that they're expecting. I guess they want to be able to fill their stockings a little earlier this year. We have a lot of adults here, too. Some of them, I understand, are down here because they're going to do some Christmas shopping after the parade, and that's not too bad of an idea, considering they're about, 25 days?
Right.
Until Christmas?
I always count how many days, about how many Saturdays, Charlotte. How many Saturdays do I have between now and Christmas? And that number is getting fewer all the time.
I see. Well, now, ladies, are you all ready for Christmas? Have you completed your shopping?
I'm having trouble realizing that it's not August, so I haven't started any shopping.
I see. How about you, Emmy? Have you gone
I would
ahead?
like to say yes, Charlotte, but I'm sure I have a lot of friends watching who would know a whole lot different. I usually don't get really geared up and ready for Christmas till about the 20th or the 21st of December, but I will be ready.
Well, that's the sound that the parade is about to begin, so we're going to take a peek down the road here and see what's coming up. We have a little cheat sheet provided to us by the Rolla Area Chamber of Commerce. We understand the honorary parade marshals should be heading our way. They're Leola Millar, Mr. USGS Fred Hortel, and Gail Bowman, who for many years ran the Chamber of Commerce. Leola Millar, of course, was the librarian at the Rolla Free Public Library for many years, and I remember her from days at Public Radio KUMR when she used to come over and tell us stories to kids of all ages, I must add. And she's retired now, but very active in local and civic groups, as is Fred Hortel. He's the board of directors with the Phelps County Regional Medical Center. And Gail Bowman, well, I'm not quite sure if I can remember all the groups she's involved with, but Phelps County Mental Health Association is one of them. The Alzheimer's disease group that she helped start last year is another one. And they'll be riding in. Whose car is
Charlotte,
leading off the parade?
one of the things that most of us remember Gail from, too, is that she was a past executive of the Chamber of Commerce. And, of course, this is a Chamber of Commerce parade, so it's very fitting that she be a parade marshal.
Yes. Whose car is leading off this year's parade?
She's riding in Ken Lanning's convertible this morning.
Right. Do you know which car that is? He seems to have several cars.
No, I don't.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see which car
I didn't come in from
rounds
that
the
side of
corner.
town. I came in the back way this morning.
Well, you know, I was a little peeved with Ed Owsley earlier this week because I asked him to give us some hints of what kinds of floats we could look forward to, and he told me I was trying to be too much of an investigative reporter, and I would just have to wait until this morning.
Be surprised with the rest of the crowds.
Right. But I understand from what I saw around this area this morning, there are some beautiful floats coming down the streets towards us, so I'm sure we're going to enjoy this year's parade. As you might recall, last year it was rained out, and I think that disappointed a lot of the arts and crafts people and the parades and the bands that traveled long distances in some cases to join us here, but that's not going to be the case this morning. It's about 42 degrees out right now. Clear skies. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. But it's not uncomfortable, and somebody just helped us out with a cup of coffee, which ought to keep us a little warmer. Christmas memories is the theme of this year's parade. And when we were talking earlier this week about parades years past, I understand the first one was held in 1970. And I have a lineup list here of the parade line of march for that year, a total of 29 entries.